Hey guys, how's it going? Happy December! Hey, we're here in December now. So I hope everybody is doing well, that the weather where you're at is not as crazy extreme like it is here in the South. One day it's like 30 degrees and the next day it's 70, so oof. That it also makes like dressing to go out a bit difficult, because at the beginning of your day it's like super cold, so you're wearing all these layers, and then by lunchtime you're like in short sleeves again. So definitely have to optimize your fashion and be creative. So in my drawing today, I'm going with the flow. I really didn't have a plan, I just wanted to draw. So my mindset first was I'm gonna do someone like action pose, like someone's excited and just jumping for joy. So that's why she's got her leg up and then arm up like she's going, yeah. But that didn't work out that way. I wasn't feeling it. So I ended up erasing that leg later on and just drawing her standing there like she's just waving. So, but you know, that's part of the creative process, you know, just going with the flow. I don't know about y'all, but whenever I haven't drawn in a while and I start drawing again, I just want to go with the flow and see what comes out, you know, just get my creative juices flowing and everything. And at the end of that drawing, it does work, because now I have like ideas of what I want to work on, what I want to improve on, and things like that. That being said, when you haven't drawn in a while, it can be hard getting back into the flow of it. So I want to share with y'all some of my tips that helped me get started with drawing this drawing that you're seeing right here. And the first one is drawing something familiar. So one of the things I used to draw all the time is just random anime original characters, you know. I would just draw a different one every day. I just loved character design and just learning anatomy and just poses and stuff. So that's why I drew this lady right here just with that leg up, jumping up pose, and I ended up changing it as I went along, but it was something familiar to start with. So if you draw something familiar that's within the realm of what you're used to drawing, then it's easier to get started and to, you know, get your skills back up and refresh a bit. My second tip has to deal more with your mindset going into it instead of your actual art skills. And that's referring to what you're doing as a sketch or doodle instead of a drawing or illustration. Sometimes calling it like illustration or a drawing may seem like you're expecting a higher expectation out of yourself to create this grand masterpiece when you haven't drawn in a while, and it can be discouraging for you to even like pick up your pencil and just draw something. Whereas if you tell yourself, I'm going to do a doodle, I'm just going to do a sketch, then it just puts your mind more at ease. So you have to play mind games with yourself, you know, to get her done and just have fun with it, you know. My next tip has to deal with your internal dialogue as you're drawing, and the self-imposing fear that you put on yourself without even realizing that's what you're doing. You know, when you tell yourself, I need to draw, I have to draw. If I don't draw, then I don't develop the skills. What am I going to do? Well, to that I say, well, yeah, if you don't draw, you're not going to develop the skills, but, you know, it's not the end of the world, you know. You need to go at it with joy in your heart and not this fear of failure or fear that you're not going to be where you want to be with your art, you know. So you just got to change your mindset with that. And then there's some of y'all who do have to draw because it's your career, and you may be stuck in that fear mindset of, I have to draw, this is my career. What do I do? How do I get the ball rolling again? Well, if that's you, first I want to say congratulations on having a career in art. Like, that is so amazing. Like, I wish I was there, you know. I'm working toward getting there. So the fact that you're even in the industry and getting her done, I just want to say congrats. That being said, I can only really speak from perspective of just being a fangirl of artists, and, you know, being a fan, you know, you care about the person, not just the art and the skill, but the artist behind it. So when skills are a bit rusty or an artist has gone on a hiatus for a hot minute, you know, you still care about the person. So if you're feeling a bit rusty and don't know, oh no, I'm not going to get the respect from my online peers or fan group, you know, that's not 100% true. You know, the people who would leave you aren't really true fans. So hopefully, you know, that might help you change that fear set mindset into a more joyous one, knowing that you got support from people that you don't even know. My next tip is just a little reminder that your skills change. And sometimes that can be physically, like you got in an accident and that just changes the way you hold like pencils or markers, or it could be just mentally, like the way that you develop an art piece may change. Like some people, when they draw a person, they might draw a circle for the head and then like a stick figure for the body and then flesh it out. Other people draw what they call envelope, where they draw which you may have seen that earlier in my drawing when I do the hands. You know, I don't draw like a square and then like little rectangles for the finger. So your mindset when approaching an art piece might change. So you may have gone from being more go with the flow, starting a piece, to now being more technical, or vice versa. So your skills change in how you develop a piece. My next tip is to not compare yourself to others, which is just good old age advice, but do we really listen to it? The answer is no, because we compare ourselves to others, and that gets to us, and then it demotivates us when it should be motivating. Or you might be one of those people who are like, I'm going to look at art to get motivated, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, I'm suddenly unmotivated, but I'm going to just keep on scrolling and looking at art because it entertains me, you know, and that's just counterproductive. But, you know, don't compare yourself. You know, your rusty doodle is, you know, different than someone else's rusty doodle. You know, we all have different skills, you know, and you know this, I know this, you know this, but, you know, subconsciously we let it hold us back, and we shouldn't do that. So this is just a friendly reminder, don't let it hold you back. My next tip is examine how you view perfectionism. You know, we all like to make things that look exactly how we envision, but if we know we don't have the skills to do it, some people don't even bother because it's not going to be perfect. And that's just, you know, you don't develop the skills unless you do it. So don't let perfectionism hold you back. As someone who used to struggle with OCD and perfectionism in the past, it has held me back from even getting started on projects. So I don't view perfectionism as like a positive trait, as a way to motivate. Some people do. There's some people who say, you know, it's not practice that makes perfect, but perfect practice that makes perfect, which to me that don't make any sense, because if it was perfect, is it considered practice or is it just doing it? So let me know in the comment section, you know, what's your opinion on perfectionism? You know, do you consider it a good thing or a bad thing? I consider it not the same as being professional. I think a lot of people do. But, you know, yeah, let me know in the comment section below what your opinion is on that. I feel like it's a very complicated subject, that there's no, you know, black or white answer to it, you know. But we all got our experiences, so please share them down below. And that is all the tips and advice I can think of right now for this video. So I hope that helped some of y'all out, or maybe motivated y'all to just, you know, get her started and have fun, you know, either doodling or drawing, whatever you want to call it, you know, just as long as you're having fun and just, you know, living your best life, because that's what it's all about. So in my drawing right here, I've gotten my Copic markers out and I'm just coloring away. I forgot how smooth Copics are. Ooh, I love them. And when it comes to doing the hair, I went and blended, you know, the lighter and the darker ones together. Ooh, they are so smooth. I forgot how smooth they are. Good old Copics. So glad I pulled them back out. Love it. So for this drawing, I kept everything really simple with my colors, just blue long sleeve top, and then the legs ended up being leggings, with it being blue and gray with gray polka dots, and then, you know, just simple shading, simple coloring, you know, just getting back in the swing of it. I debated on attempting to do a background, but I couldn't decide on if she was either inside or outside, or if I even wanted to just do like abstract pretty colors. But I really like the simplicity of this drawing. You know, it's just girl there waving. So she turned out pretty good for not having drawn in a hot minute. So leave a like if you like, subscribe to see what I'm up to, and I'll talk to you later. Bye guys.